Welcome to our channel, Simple English Corner. We do more than teach you English. We help you awaken to your true strength. Awaken to your hidden potential. Awaken to your life before it is gone. This is not just another video for motivation. This will not feel comfortable. This is a mirror, a reminder, a warning. If you are strong enough to watch to the end, it could be the moment your life splits in two. One timeline is you right now. The other is the person you were always meant to be. People told you that you were not good enough. You were made to feel insignificant. You were ignored, mocked, and doubted. And somewhere, you started believing them. You believed the world's message. Stay quiet, stay safe, stay small. But a part of you knows this is wrong. Deep down, you know this is not your life. A voice inside you has whispered since birth. There is more inside of you. Do not let them destroy it. Do not let this world bury you. Do not get buried by comfort, fear, and routine. That voice is still there. It survives even after years of neglect. And this video speaks to that voice. You see, most people fail for a reason. It is not because they are weak. They fail because they never allowed themselves to be strong. They never became their true selves. They were too busy surviving as someone else. You have one life. You have one name. You have one story. It does not matter what has happened. It does not matter how far you have fallen. That story is not over yet. I am here to fight against all odds. Because no one knows what a person can do. Not until they become truly unstoppable. One life, zero regrets. I am ready for battle. And this video is the battlefield. This is about transformation, not just motivation. While you watch this, you will rebuild your mind. You will also improve your English, step by step, word by word, day by day. So do not watch this like a normal video. Watch it like a message from your future self, a self begging you to wake up now. This is for the dreamers and the overthinkers. This is for the fighters and the failures. And for the future 1% about to rise up. You will rise from the shadows. You will change everything. This is your chance. Become the person no one expected. This is your moment to rise. One decision, one mindset, one shot. Let us begin. Lesson 1. The 1% mindset. Only 1% of people ever escape the cycle. Here is the reason. This world has many talented people. They have big dreams and smart ideas. Their potential is immense. But talent does not separate success from failure. Your mindset is what truly matters. The 1% think differently than the 99%. They are not driven by comfort. They are not searching for balance. They do not wait for motivation. They take action when it is difficult. Especially when it is difficult. The 1% never care about the rain. They do not care about being tired. Lack of support means nothing to them. They are not working to get applause. They are working to achieve freedom. Mental freedom, financial freedom, soul freedom. Most people do the bare minimum, just enough so they do not feel guilty. But the 1% do whatever it takes, even when nobody is there to see it. Imagine this scenario. Two people wake up at 6 a.m. Both of them are tired. Both feel the pressure of life. But one of them hits the snooze button. The other one hits the gym. One says, "I will handle it tomorrow." The other says, "I must do this now. Otherwise, I will hate myself tomorrow." That is the 1% mentality. Act now or suffer the consequences later. There was a man working at a warehouse. His job was full-time. He lifted boxes for 10 hours every single day. Most of his coworkers went home. They would collapse on the couch, they scrolled for 5 hours and then fell asleep. But this guy was different. He would get home and eat dinner. Then he opened his laptop. He worked on his side business. From 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. He did this not for a week or a month. He did this for 3 years. Nobody saw his effort. No one applauded him. But today he runs a 6-figure company. Lifting boxes is part of his past. Because while others were resting, he was becoming dangerous. The 1% mindset is this: I do not need life to be easy. I just need it to be possible. I do not care about the timeline. I will not stop until I feel proud. If you wait until you feel ready, you will never get started. If you wait for perfection, you will remain stuck forever. The 1% do not need permission. They do not require motivation. They just need a reason to act, and their reason is greater than their pain. So ask yourself this right now: are you doing the minimum? Are you hoping for maximum results? Or are you training your mind to work, even when no one sees you, even when it is awful, even when you are afraid? If your answer is no, then it is time for a change. Because this life does not reward good intentions. It rewards the relentless. Welcome to the mindset of the 1%. It is not meant for everyone. But if you are still listening, it might just be for you. Lesson 2. Everything counts. A damaging lie is believed by nearly every unsuccessful person. They think one small thing does not matter. Skipping a single workout seems fine. Sleeping in today will not cause harm. It is only one cheat meal. It is only one missed chance. It is only one lazy afternoon. But here is what they fail to see. This is exactly how an average life is built. It is not from one huge mistake. It is from 1,000 small compromises. These are repeated every single day. Success is never a single event. It is not about winning the lottery. It is not about going viral overnight. It is not about luck or talent. Success is compounding discipline. It is done quietly. It is repeated daily. With no applause, with no reward, with no one watching. And the painful truth is, failure works the same way. Let us go deeper. Each day you fight a battle. The fight is not with the world. It is with your mind and your old self. And your smallest choices are the real fights. Those are the moments that change everything. Your future is written in those moments. When your alarm goes off and you hit snooze, that decision counts. When you choose your phone over your goals, that decision counts. When you say, "I will begin tomorrow," that counts more than you can imagine. Why is this? Because each time you pick the easier option, you are training your own identity. You are not just skipping a task. You are becoming someone who avoids pressure, someone who delays, who runs away. You are sculpting your self-image with every choice. Let me make this painfully obvious. There is no such thing as a neutral habit. You are either making yourself stronger, or you are making yourself weaker. You are either building your confidence, or you are building your regret. You are either telling your future self, I am coming for you, or you are saying, I will try again next year. That is why everything counts. Because your future does not care that you are tired. It only sees the things you built. You might think no one sees you studying late. No one sees your silent hard work. No one sees you reading while others party. No one sees you avoid distractions. And you are correct, they do not see it. But you see it, and your mind remembers it. And that version of you, the one who wins, is born from those secret victories. Do you want self-respect? Do not wait for applause from others. Applaud yourself every time you do the hard thing, especially when no one else is watching. Do you want to see results? Then stop looking for motivation. Start mastering momentum. Momentum is not built from hype. It is built by stacking small victories, one clean meal, one honest journal entry, 1 hour free of distractions, one hard workout, one act of courage. That is how you break the old you and build someone the world cannot recognize. Here is the cold, hard truth. Your goals are not running from you. You are giving them away. One small excuse at a time. This is why average people stay average. They always think it is not a big deal. But for the 1%, every step matters. Every representative matters. Every bite matters. Every minute matters. Because they know this life is short, and every wasted moment is lost forever. So the next time your mind says, it is just one day, you must answer back with fire, and oh, this is my life, and everything counts. Lesson 3. You own you. There is a moment in life that changes you. You realize the most painful truth. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents or your friends. Not the world, not luck, not fate. You are not a child anymore. You are not a victim anymore. The longer you wait for a savior, the longer you will remain stuck in the life you want to leave. Let us tear away the comfort. You are the only person responsible for your life. You are in your current position for a reason. It is not because of your past. It is not because of your boss or your country. It is not because of your parents. You are where you are because of your standards. The standards that you have accepted. And if that stings, that is good. It means you are ready to stop blaming. It means you are ready to start building. You own yourself. You own your own time. You own your own habits. You own your own energy. You own your potential. You own your excuses. You own your results. You might not control your past, but you have total control over your next choice. And that is all that success requires. One good decision made again and again, made in the direction of power. Now listen very carefully. Every time you claim you cannot focus, you really mean you have not controlled your mind. Every time you say you are too tired, You really mean you have not trained your body to obey. Every time you say you have no time, you are lying because you own your time and you waste it on distractions. Do you want a different life? Then you must own every part of your current one. You cannot build a new identity while making excuses for your old one. You cannot become unstoppable while blaming people from 10 years ago. You cannot demand greatness while carrying a victim's attitude. Freedom starts with this one declaration. No one owes me anything. Not the world, my parents, or my partner. Not my government or my boss. I owe it to myself to rise, to fight, to build, to overcome. So when you fall, and you will fall, do not cry out for help. Get up. When you feel afraid, and you will feel afraid, do not hide from it. Take the step. When no one believes in you, and they will not, do not beg them for their support. Believe in yourself louder than their silence. You own yourself. And that idea is terrifying, but it is also the most powerful truth, a truth you will ever come to realize. Because the moment you accept it, nothing can stop you. Not your past, not your pain, not your fear. Because you no longer belong to them. You belong to you. Lesson 4. If it was easy, everyone would do it. This lesson is not merely a quote. It is the most painful and freeing truth. It shows why most people fail to live their desired life. And it explains why you can succeed. Let us dig deeper. Everybody wants to be successful. Everyone wants the perfect body. Everyone wants a great relationship, confidence, purpose, peace, and power. Financial freedom is wanted by everyone. Everyone wants to feel proud in the mirror. But just wanting it is not enough. Everyone wants it. Few are willing to work for it. Because once the excitement fades, once the YouTube video is over, once the music ends, once motivation is gone, only one thing remains: pain. The pain of discipline. The pain of repetition, the pain of self-doubt, the pain of insecurity, the pain of making sacrifices, the pain of being misunderstood, the pain of waking up early, the pain of saying no, the pain of training a broken body, the pain of studying with a tired mind, the pain of creating when no one claps. And that is why 99% of people never change. Because they quit as soon as it is not fun. They say, "This is too hard. This is taking too long. I am not good at this. I am not seeing any results. I will try again later on." They give up. They vanish. They go back to scrolling and complaining. They go back to blaming others. And here is the brutal reality. That is why you see the same people every year, talking big but doing nothing. But the winners know the truth. If it were easy, everyone would have it. If it were easy, there would be no hunger, no depression, no insecurity, no failure. There would be no regret. Everyone would be wealthy and strong, respected, happy, fulfilled, and loved. But just look around you. That is not the world that we live in. Because easy does not lead to excellence. Easy leads to average. Let us break this down even more. There is a reason pressure exists. There is a reason why growth is painful. Because if it were simple, no one would ever evolve. Your muscles only grow after they are torn. Your mind only expands when it is challenged. Your confidence only grows when you take risks. Your spirit only gets stronger in a storm. There is a story about a great truth. Imagine a giant mountain in front of you. You can see the very top. That is your dream. Success, freedom, power, peace. It is right there. But there is no clear path to it. You ask others how to climb it. They say, I tried once, but it was too hard. Another says, I know someone who fell. Most people just laugh and say it is not worth it. So you just stand there feeling scared. But one day, you take the first step. The path is steep and cold. Your legs are burning. You slip and you bleed. You even cry. There is no one there to cheer you on. At one point, you are all alone on that mountain, hungry, exhausted, and angry. And your brain asks, why are you doing this? Go back. It is too hard. This is not worth it. And that is the moment that defines your life. If you turn around, you will return to safety, to comfort, to a life of wondering who you could have become. But if you climb anyway, not because it is easy, but because you made a promise to yourself, you will reach a place 99% of people never see. Peace that is earned through pain. That kind of pride is not fake. It is not a video or a post. It is a peace deep in your soul that says, I did it when no one believed in me, when everything hurt, when it felt impossible. I did it anyway. So you must understand this. If it feels hard, that is good. It means you are doing what most people will not. You are climbing. You are breaking your limits. You are changing your own story. And yes, it is going to hurt. But guess what? The pain of growth is nothing compared to the pain of regret. So repeat this to yourself every day. I do not want what is easy. I want what is real. I do not want comfort. I want greatness. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But I am not everyone. Lesson 5. Stop dreaming, start achieving. Let us be completely honest. Dreaming feels wonderful. It is safe, beautiful, and warm. You picture yourself as successful. You imagine the lifestyle and the body, the love, the recognition, the peace. You can feel it in your heart. You say, one day. But dreaming is dangerous. It is dangerous when it replaces doing, because your brain does not know the difference between imagining and actually achieving. So when you spend years just dreaming, you start to think you are making progress when you are really just fantasizing. Dreaming is fun, but achievement is work. Achievement is repetition. Achievement is messy. Dreaming is just the vision. Achievement is the process. And the process is not exciting. It is not perfect. It is not comfortable. It means waking up early when you are tired. It means doing the work when you feel broken. It means failing, learning, and adjusting, and then doing it all over again. Dreaming is easy. Achievement is costly. You pay for your dreams with your discipline. You pay for your peace with your persistence. You pay for your purpose with your pain. Here is the main problem. Most people spend their entire lives talking about what they will do, what they could be, what they might do. They never take action. Because action means risking your ego, risking judgment, risking failure. But here is the secret. Nothing will ever be perfect. But anything can be possible if you act. You can dream of writing a book, or you can start writing messy pages. You can dream of getting in shape, or you can go for your first run right now. You can dream about success. Or you can fail a few times until you learn. But the longer that you wait, the more your dream becomes your excuse. There was a man who loved music. He dreamed of being a world-class guitarist. He watched videos and read articles. He imagined himself up on stage. He told people, "I will make it someday." But guess what happened? The guitar just sat in his room, untouched for 10 years. No practice, no songs, no learning. One day, someone asked him why he never started. He said, "I do not want to start until I feel ready." But ready never came, and now he does not call himself a musician. He just says, "Yeah, I used to want that." Do not let that become your future. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need to feel confident. You do not need the right time. You just need to start. Start with shaky hands, with fear in your chest, with zero clarity. Start anyway. Because the moment you start, you separate yourself from 90% of the world. And with every single action, you get closer to becoming that version of you, the one who does not need dreams anymore, because they are already living them. Lesson 6. Kill the boy, let the man be born. This is not just another lesson, this is a ritual. The emotional death of your former self. So the version of you who can handle life can be born. You see, most people want to grow, but they carry a child's mindset. They want power, but they live for comfort. They want discipline, but they avoid discomfort. They want success, but expect help from others. That is the boy inside you speaking. And I do not mean a male child. I mean the part of you addicted to validation, addicted to excuses and emotional reactions, addicted to soft mornings and blaming your parents, addicted to waiting for rescue, addicted to needing to be liked, addicted to escaping responsibility. The boy in you wants to feel good before he works. The boy in you gets hurt and then shuts down. The boy in you thinks hard things are unfair. The boy in you cries for sympathy, not strength. The boy in you needs people to cheer and clap. But the man in you needs none of that. Because the man knows no one is coming. And I do not want them to. This world is not meant to be easy. I was built to overcome it. Pain is not a signal to stop. It is a sign that I am waking up. Killing the boy is not about hating your past. It is about outgrowing it. The boy was soft. He avoided his responsibilities. He chased after pleasure. He was afraid of being alone. He hid behind fake smiles and excuses. The man is not here to be liked. He is here to build a life that earns respect, starting with his own self-respect. There is a 32-year-old man who still lives at home. He wakes up late and plays video games. He eats junk food and watches motivational videos. And then he does nothing. He says, I want to start a business. I want to be fit. I want to be independent. But he never gets started. Why? Because he still carries the boy inside of him. The boy who avoids all discomfort. The boy who thinks success will come when he is ready. The boy who needs someone to say he is good enough. He is not a bad person. He is not stupid or even lazy. He just never decided to grow up, to cut the rope and take full ownership, to become a man, even when it hurts. And do you know what happens? He gets older, but he does not grow. And one day he wakes up with tears in his eyes. He asks, why do I feel like I missed my life? It is because he never killed the boy. He protected him and babied him. He listened to his voice. He prioritized feeling safe over becoming powerful. Now ask yourself, how much of the boy is still inside of you? Is he the one who scrolls instead of reads? Who fantasizes instead of works? Who blames instead of builds? Who waits for life to get easier? Instead of rising to meet its difficulty, growth is violent, evolution is war, transformation is messy. And before the man can be born, the boy must die. Kill him, not with hate, but with honor. Look him in the eyes and say, thank you for surviving. But I am not here to survive anymore. I am here to conquer. Lesson 7, nobody cares. Work harder. Now we go deeper into the coldest truth. The rawest, most sobering truth in the world. Nobody cares. And that is your greatest gift. Nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares how hard it is. Nobody cares what you went through. Nobody cares how tired you are. Nobody cares how unfair life is. Nobody cares that life broke your heart. Nobody cares that you tried your best. And while that may sound cruel, it is actually the most freeing truth, because it means you are not a prisoner anymore. Not to anyone's opinion, approval, or sympathy. You are free. And now you have only one job. Work, not for pity or for praise, but for progress. You see, the weak spend their lives waiting for help. The strong do not ask the world for an easier time. They get better. They get sharper. They rise. Let us break this down in extreme detail. You are crying. Good. But still show up. You failed. Good. Now try again. You are exhausted. SO is every warrior. Fight anyway. You want to quit. Of course you do. But if you quit, remember this. No one will care tomorrow that you almost made it. They only remember one thing. Did you win? Did you finish? Did you change your life or not? Nobody will push you out of bed. Nobody will stop you from eating junk food. Nobody will do your push-ups for you. Nobody will silence your distractions. Nobody will force you to grow. Because nobody cares. They are all busy surviving, too. There was once an athlete. He had a coach, a team, and a fan base. But he lost everything after a terrible injury. No one called him. No one showed up. No one cared. He tried to make a comeback, but he failed. He tried again and failed again. And one day he stood alone before a mirror, broken and forgotten. And something clicked inside him. He realized, they do not owe me a second chance. They do not owe me their support. They do not owe me their belief. It is just me now. Only me. He stopped crying and started training in silence. He worked while everyone else was asleep. He got back on his feet, not because anyone helped him, but because he decided, even if no one claps, I will rise. Today, he is not just stronger, he is free. Because he does not need love to perform. He does not need sympathy to show up. He does not need validation to push through pain. He understood the truth. Nobody cares. Work harder. This is the lesson that separates warriors from warriors. Do you want to win? Then do it without an audience, without the cheerleaders or the support group, without someone checking in on you. You are your own savior, your own fire, your own engine. So stop crying for understanding and start training like the world owes you nothing, because it does not. And if you are strong enough to accept that, nothing can ever stop you again. Lesson 8. Become unrecognizable if you want a true life change. You cannot just improve, you cannot just get better, you cannot just be a polished version of your old self. You must become unrecognizable. Not just slightly different, not 5% stronger, not a little more productive, but so transformed that your old self would not recognize the new you. You must understand this. When people say they want change, they usually mean, I want to keep my comfort, but I also want to feel proud. They want to stay familiar, soft, and safe, but magically get different results. That is not transformation. That is decoration. Real transformation is not beautiful at first. It is not peaceful or comfortable. It is brutal. It is violent. It is a complete demolition of your old beliefs, your habits, your reactions, your excuses, and your entire identity. To become unrecognizable is to kill everything. Everything that does not fit your desired future. Let us go deeper. You want confidence. Then you must destroy the part of you that apologizes for its own existence. You want power. Then you must burn the version of you that waits for someone else to pick it. You want purpose. Then you must cut off the distractions, the excuses, the fake friends, the soft mornings, the small thinking. You cannot take your future self to war while dragging your past with you. For example, there was a man who changed completely. He used to be quiet, weak, and nervous, always second-guessing himself. He had a normal job, habits, and life, but deep down he hated himself. Every day he would walk past a mirror, and he would feel disgusted, not because of his looks, but because he knew he could be more. One day, he did not make a big speech. He did not post an update. He did not declare his change. He just started to disappear, not from the world, but from everything that kept him small. He stopped replying to nonsense. He started eating clean. He started training, reading, and studying. He started saying N-O. He cut out the jokes, the noise, the weakness. 2 years later, someone saw him. He had the same face and the same name, but everything else was gone. They said, "You have changed." And he replied, "No, I died. And this is who I chose to become." That is what it means to be unrecognizable. You do not just level up. You reinvent, reconstruct, and rebuild from the inside out until your new life no longer fits your old identity. Most people are afraid to lose themselves, but the 1% know you do not find yourself. You build yourself, brick by brick, battle by battle, until the old version is so far gone that you can hardly remember them. That is the goal. Not improvement, but transformation. Lesson 9. Take it personal. This world tells you not to take things personally. They say it is immature or unwise. They say it is emotionally weak. But let me ask you a question. What if the only way to truly change your life is to take it personally? What if the reason your dreams are still just ideas is because you are not connected to your own pain? Let us be honest. You see someone else living your desired life, and you just scroll past. You hear someone say, "You are not good enough," and you just laugh it off. You see the same weak person in the mirror, and you just say, "It is okay, I am trying." Stop that. Take it personally. Take it personally that people doubt you. Take it personally that your parents doubted you. Take it personally that the world left you behind. Take it personally that you wasted months, maybe even years hiding from your greatness. Use that pain. Use that fire. Do not numb it. Weaponize it. The greatest transformations in history did not come from a place of peace. They came from rage, not rage at the world, rage at wasted potential, rage at mediocrity, rage at years of being ignored, doubted, silenced, and overlooked. For example, consider the one who took it all personally. He was not invited. He was not picked. He was not noticed. Every time someone said, "You are not the one," he did not smile politely. He wrote it down. He trained harder. He became quieter. He became sharper. And while the world laughed, he sharpened his teeth. He never asked for revenge. He never argued. He just told himself, "You will see me again, but you will not recognize me." Years later, when he walked on stage, when his name echoed across the world, the same people who doubted him asked, "How did he do it?" He did not say very much. But if he did, he would have said, "I took it personally." That is the secret. Do you want change? Then stop pretending that everything is fine. Let it hurt you. Let it burn inside you. Let it become the fuel that makes you too dangerous to ignore. Lesson 10. The clock is ticking. You believe that you have time, but you do not. That is the lie that keeps people weak. I will do it next month, when I feel ready, when life calms down, when I have more time. But the clock does not care. It just keeps ticking. Every second that you waste is a second you can never recover. Not in 10 years, not in heaven, not ever. The clock does not stop for your pain. The clock does not slow down for your depression. The clock does not pause for your excuses. Every second it moves forward, and so does your future. You think that tomorrow is promised. People die with dreams still inside them. People die with unwritten books, with unbuilt strength, with ungiven love, with unused potential. You are not special to time. You are not immune to regret. You are not protected by your good intentions. You have only now. That is all. And every second you fail to act, that is not just wasted time. That is a version of you that is never born. For example, consider the man who waited too long. He had a gift, time, and fire. But he waited. He waited for motivation. He waited for confidence. He waited for the fear to disappear. And one day he turned 60. He looked back and realized his entire life had passed him by. While he was busy planning, he had journals, notes, ideas, and visions, but he had no results because he ran out of the only thing that mattered. Time, he whispered to himself. I thought I had more time. But the clock did not care. Let that be your warning. Let that burn inside your chest. The clock is ticking, and every second you wait is a second you lose forever. Do you want to cry tomorrow or conquer today? Do you want to have regret someday or rise right now? The difference is not motivation, it is urgency. The clock is not your enemy. It is your reminder. A reminder that you do not have forever. You have now. Use it before it is gone. So now you understand the truth. This world is not going to wait for you. Your dreams are not going to chase you. And your time is not unlimited. You have been sleeping on your power. You have been letting fear write your story. You have been carrying your pain like it is a reason to stop, when it is really your reason to rise. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be fearless. You just need to begin. Begin with fire. Begin in silence. Begin in pain. But begin, because it is possible. It really is. And do not you dare say, but I am different. No. They were human too, the ones you admire, the ones who changed everything, the ones who made it. They were scared, they failed, they cried. They doubted, but they did not stop. So what is your excuse now? You are alive. You have a mind. You have a voice. You have breath in your lungs. And time still left on the clock. That is all you need. One day you will look back and say, Michaliu, that video, that one video. That was the moment it all changed. Let this be that moment. So subscribe, not for our sake, but for the version of you who refuses to waste this life. We are here with you every single day. And tomorrow we will return with even more.